Just Us, the only top 50% podcast on the entire internet, hosted by one brother and a producer named Juzz.
I'm nervous because it's just the two of us tonight.
I know,
and
we
no
don't
one.
have the buffer of the big dog.
We have no idea what we're doing. This is true. He did inspire me to do a run yesterday, and it's the most likes I've ever got on a Strava run. 5Ks. Hayden's out there doing God's work and doing 42. But I got the most likes on a Strava run.
Yeah. I did a run yesterday as well. Well, when did you do the day you did the marathon?
Which was Sunday. Which was yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know where.
Okay.
I ran to the stadium where the finish line was. So I got 3K.
Hey, 3K?
That's the first run I've done since Stockholm.
How long ago was Stockholm?
I even know the countries blur together. 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Maybe.
That's fair. That's crazy. I did say to Tom, a little bit of Europe chat, because, this is my first episode back. I'm so happy to be here, everybody. Very excited. But I made a bet, a deal. I said to Tom, I was like, Tom, let's do a Strava run in every city. We did the first 3, and then we went down the toilet from there. So, yeah, we tried. It
is hard traveling.
Well, I think there's a difference between traveling and holidaying. So, like, traveling, obviously, like city, bus, plane, car, like hotel, boom. I need a break. I get sick easily. I get tired.
You're preaching to the fucking choir, yeah. I get sick if I look at someone fucking coughing.
Yeah, someone sneezes and you're like, fuck, here we go. So I would like a holiday after this one. 3 weeks away was enough. But I had a great time. I loved it. I loved Italy. For anyone who doesn't know. Yeah, and obviously, since our listeners have listened to a previous episode, it was my first trip away with my long-term partner, and we didn't kill each other. So
that's good.
Win. Yeah.
I traveled for fucking 4 months. You 3 weeks, you fucking complaining. Well, you don't have Hayden to protect you now.
I'm actually out in the open. I'm scared.
There's no editing on this fucking podcast because we don't know how.
Yeah, so Darcy doesn't know what he's doing, and he's the
producer.
Yeah, Darcy's the producer tonight. Not me. I'm going rogue, baby.
Jeez. Well, my trip to Europe was a long. I had a kind of a segment in the middle, which was more like not holidaying, but almost like living like a month and a half in one place. So that was kind of my break. But I feel like I need a holiday now after all that. Like I went to 10 countries in a month, which is a lot.
That's a lot. Mind you, you drive for like 3 hours in Europe and you've hit like 4 different countries. So
yeah, and I had the train pass, so I was training around everywhere. And but best cities, I would say. I have different categories for the cities. I think best looking city was Luxembourg. Like it is like a medieval Gothic style, like with the spires and stuff, and like really clean, has nice like parks and stuff around it, free public transport, free museums. It's rich as shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not Italy. That's not like Italy at all.
Italy's just chaos. And then
Southern
Stockholm,
Italy,
I think, was the better. Like my favorite city, I think.
Why was that?
Like it's just full of islands and stuff. So like there'd be an island in the city which is just like a park. Then there'd be an island which is just like a lookout or touristy thing. Or I'm like, that's an what the fuck? How do you say it? Archipelago. Archipelago. Okay, that's right. We'll cut that out.
Yeah. Well, do you want to say that sentence one more time?
Archipelago.
No, it's archipelago.
Archipelago.
Yeah.
But where did the pella go?
Arca.
I can already fucking hear Hayden listening to this and just getting pissed off.
I'm scared. Those are your top 2? You don't have any more?
Barcelona, I think, would be the third.
Barcelona.
And it just felt like a fun city. Like it was just like a big theme park.
You didn't get pickpocketed or
no one was angry
in
at
the
street?
street?
No
you didn't
water
get
guns,
hit with any water guns? Well,
It's pretty good.
I have heard different stories about Barcelona. So I'm glad you had a good experience. And it is on my list, but I just haven't gone to Spain yet. So, but my top 3 locations / activities for my trip was I very much enjoyed Oktoberfest. I loved Venice. It wasn't stinky. Everyone told me it was going to be stinky, but it wasn't too hot, so it wasn't stinky.
I think because you stink. You don't smell it.
I think you smell.
The fuck did you say to me?
And then I really enjoyed going and seeing Neuschwanstein Castle. I'll probably pronounce that wrong. Sorry, Germans. The castle that Walt Disney based the Disney Castle off.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So I had a great time. Yeah.
And then
But-
low points.
Low point. Getting sick. Getting the flu in the last bit of my trip.
I was sick for like the last month, just like on it, like run down, like runny nose,
Yeah.
cough.
Yeah.
But the start of that last month of traveling, I started in Ghent. And so I've been in Lyon for a while, and I was like, okay, cool, time to see some new countries and stuff. I'm back in hostels, it's going to be fun. The first night I stayed in Ghent at a hostel. It was a 20-bed hostel, no curtains, one open room.
No curtains.
Mostly locals, so the average age was like 50. And then the guy next to me, in the morning, at like 7 o'clock in the morning, pulls out his phone, gets some porn up, and just starts jerking.
No. What?
And then the guy on the other side pulls out his phone and he starts recording him as like evidence. And I'm in the middle of it, just like, what the fuck is happening?
Like, I better not be on any of this footage. Oh my God.
He had a Stanley knife at his bed with the blade out as well. And I was like, that's freaky. Like, why the fuck does he have that? I ended up asking him later, and then he's like, oh, I was helping a friend. And I'm like, what? Like, why is the blade out for one? And he said, you're not allowed to have it. Police would like arrest you. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure in a hostel you're not. But you got kicked out, so that was all good.
God, that's horrible. That puts me off. I've never been in a hostel. And
You've never been in a hostel? Oh, true.
No.
1%. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a hotel kind of girly. I've been in a guest house where you do have to share the bathrooms and you just got a room.
Holy
but
shit, you shared a bathroom.
I know, crazy. But no, never stayed in a hostel. Just not living. I'm just part of that, 1% life, luxury life. Don't be hating, just because I'm living.
I'm just, I don't have the money to. I'm poor.
Well, let's move on to our rogue guide. No, what do we call it?
Today it's the road guide to Oktoberfest.
Well, let's move on because today it's the road guide to Oktoberfest.
I introduced it.
Actually, Darcy doesn't know how to edit, so this is just completely raw footage.
So both of us went to Oktoberfest.
We did.
We
didn't see each other. I invited. No. I invited Darcy. Don't talk over me.
I'm just rage baiting.
I invited Darcy to come at the same time as us, but he declined and he went at
because
a
I'd
different
left
time, so.
Europe.
I hear excuses actually, and I know
at the end of my
that you hate
90
me,
days.
so true. I didn't want you to overstay your visa. But general vibe, Darcy, what did you think?
It was so much fun. I thought it was just drinking intense, but it's a whole ass like theme park and like vibe. Like there's people with kids there, which was like there's parades and stuff, and people drinking and standing on top of tables. I saw some guy lifted the table with the guy standing there, and he sculled it, and he was part of the like parade. So probably
I was like, because that was part of the rules. You can't stand on the table, but you can stand on the benches.
Yeah, no, he was. They lifted the table.
That's
it was
crazy.
insane.
I had whip cracking. They were like, they played one of their German songs, and then some people got up and did some whip cracking. And I, for some reason, decided a slow-mo video at 9 p.m. was a good idea.
Jesus.
I was gone. 5 muzzers, and I'm.
That's the hard part about Oktoberfest is piecing together the snippets of memory.
Yeah, I had a great time. Again, I was the same. I didn't expect it to be what it was. I was like big beer halls with like 6,000 people, but I didn't expect it to be the carnival and like all the vendors and like the street food that was there as well. But I had a great time. So my step one.
So I think it's like here are 5 steps to Oktoberfest.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay.
I can't remember what Hayden does. Fuck him.
I don't know. Should we go and listen to a previous episode?
We'll just pause this.
Give us 5 minutes and then 10 hours later. So this is our 5 steps to Oktoberfest. Step 1 is genuinely be authentic. Don't wear a costume looking Lederhausen or Drindle. Some of the beer halls won't let you in. Also, you look fucking stupid. So get some authentic looking outfit or don't wear one at all. But again, you won't get let into some of the beer halls. So that's my step 1.
Yeah, I didn't wear one. Did you wear one?
I absolutely wore one.
They're so expensive that I was like, oh.
They are expensive, but because there was 5 of my friends that came. Shout out to my friends, Annabelle, Michaela, and
The fuck? Hold on.
Maddie.
Are they paying for this fucking sponsorship?
No, they're not. No, so we all decided that we were going to wear the outfit. So Tom and I purchased ours online from Frankfurt 3 weeks before leaving and posted it to Australia because we knew that the prices in Munich were going to be expensive, but we wanted to wear it.
Yeah, it's fair. I just spent so much on, like, it was like $250 a night for a hostel in
accommodation
like,
was expensive. That's fair.
And then I didn't have somewhere to like post it, and I didn't have room in my bag to take it with me.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, our forever our outfits for any event will be our Drindle and Lederhausen.
You still have it?
Oh yeah, well we paid good money for it, and they looked like they were from a German manufacturer or a German shop. So we got to wear them. You know, they were authentic looking. Were they authentic? Yeah, because we bought them from Germany. So yeah.
Why are you asking me?
So I had a little.
Step 2.
Yeah.
Step 2. Don't break up with a travel relationship the day before. You want to be like, it's a lot of drinking, so you want to have a clear mind. You don't want you want to be in a good mental state for Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
It is a big day. You don't want to be
Yeah, you're fair. You don't want to be sad, and you don't want to be sad crying at some point in the night.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Specific. Are you trying
okay, so step 3.
Yes.
No.
What the fuck was that?
Okay, so
I wasn't crying. I don't think. I don't remember.
You don't think? Well, you just got to. It's a happy vibe. Like you got to be up and about. I get it. Step 3. Don't get drunk the night before. Again, big day of drinking. Don't get drunk. And don't try and go beer for beer with your partner that obviously can drink a lot more beer than you. So, yeah.
But wouldn't the advice be, like, if our listeners are the other partner in this, wouldn't their advice be to drink for drink? Because they can.
So if you're the bigger partner of the two of you, or bigger friend, taller, whatever, go drink for drink with your smaller friend because you won't get drunk. But then when you're at the festival, drink more. Get lit, which is pretty easy to do because step 5.
Wait, we skipped step 4. Jesus.
Oh my God.
Step 4 is eating isn't cheating. The food is really good there and you need it. Like you really need it. But what pisses me off, this pissed me off more than anything about Oktoberfest, is I really wanted a pork knuckle. I was so keen on it, but I was so drunk. I remember ordering the pork knuckle. I remember it being in front of me. I remember lifting my fork up, and then suddenly the plate's gone. I don't remember eating it. I don't remember the taste of it. I had pieces. I'm straining my memory, and it's gone. For some reason, my brain just deleted it.
Well, that's where you went wrong, because I didn't get a pork knuckle at the festival. I got a pork knuckle from a beer house, like either day on either side. So half chicken's also very good.
Yeah,
that was my Oktoberfest food, a half chicken with some potato salad, and it was incredible. Yeah, but pork knuckle, eat. The beers are like 6%. They're very strong beers. Because it's like the start of the harvest season.
I feel like
the end of the
than
harvest.
6% too. 6%'s not crazy.
Well, okay, they're stronger beers. And Oktoberfest beers are stronger because they're the first of the batch to come out. Like they do the harvest, and then they brew the beer, and then it's the first beer.
That's a fun fact.
Oh, maybe that should be my fun fact for later.
Oh, you spoiled the fun facts there.
Oh, shit. No, I asked my German friends, I was like, I don't want to be that tourist that just like rocks up, not knowing like the cultural significance of Oktoberfest. And she was like, we don't know it either. I had to look it up.
Yeah, it's almost worse knowing these weird random facts to try and prove you're local.
Well, no, it wasn't. Yeah, I mean,
I'm better
weren't
than
from
everyone because I
Munich.
know it's the first harvest.
Well, yeah, and I didn't walk around saying that, but I at least was like, okay, cool. Now I feel like I at least know why we're here, besides the beer. So yeah.
Step 5.
Step
Go
5.
on all the rides.
Yeah.
Well, almost all the rides.
Well, surprise, there are rides. It's a carnival. There's roller coasters. There's slip and slides. There's the big things that go up and down and drop. There's the spinny thing. So I would say go on the rides. Go on the rides at about 3 p.m.
Yeah.
When you're fully intoxicated. Yeah. And they let you on. Like
yeah. And everyone else on the ride is just as drunk as you. It's fun.
Yeah, I think if you're like really visibly drunk, they won't, because you might vomit all over everything. But if you're good to go, you can ride the rides.
Except one ride. Well, I'll endorse a ride, which is the one. It's not technically a ride. It's the house you go into, and it's like mirrors and like spinning things and stuff.
Yeah.
When you're drunk, that is the most fun. Like, seeing people like constantly walk face first into the mirrors, trying to get stuck in there, spinning around, falling over.
I remember watching your Instagram stories when you were doing it. And I was like, bro, are you okay? You're like, I'm scared.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on in that. But I do have a recommendation of a ride not to go on, which is the water coaster. It's like the roller coaster thing that's like on water. It's like a little boat thing. It's like a medium, small size kind of roller coaster thing. Not like a proper roller coaster. Yeah. But I don't recommend it, especially with other people you don't know. So I was really drunk. I walked in the line, and then I hopped on it, and she's like, you can have this one yourself. I was like, oh, sick. And then 2 kids came along. She said, oh, actually, they can go on too. I was like, oh, okay. So they kind of sat at one end. I was at the other end. These German little kids. And I was going on. I was enjoying it. Then we come to the big
drop.
The big drop. And I was at the back, and it dropped. But because of the angle, there's no harnesses or anything. I fell. And I landed on 2 kids. And they were terrified. Like they were just saying, like their eyes were just like, please, sir. They didn't speak in English. They're just saying stuff to me in German. And I was trying to get off them, but gravity was like pressing me on them. And luckily I didn't fall out of the boat. Like, I can't believe there's nothing keep you in there.
There's no safety.
And they like ran away to their parents at the end.
Darcy, you could have gotten in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't go on the water ride with children, is what I'm hearing.
Or either make sure you're holding on like tight. Especially you could fall off the ride. Like I was close. They might have saved me. Like they might have saved me from falling out the front. Those 2 little cushions.
How high does the thing go?
It's not super high, but like it's just the momentum of like going down.
I can just imagine you there. You're like, la-di-da-di-da, I'm lit, I'm having a great time, and then right on the kids.
I'm
and
pretty
the kids
sure
are like,
I've filmed on my story like 5 seconds before me, just like going around the bend before the drop.
Did you save these stories? Should we put it to the
I think so.
listeners? Oh god. Well, those are our five steps for Oktoberfest. Hope you enjoyed.
And go check it out if you haven't, like Hayden hasn't. Make sure you go to Germany, and you got to do it in Germany at least once. It's expensive and all that, but you got to.
Well, in Munich. Sorry, we've got a caveat. It's got to be in Munich that you go. It is expensive to stay. Hotels are expensive in Munich, but book early. Get your costume. Eat breakfast, so then you can enjoy all the beers all day. Yeah, it was fabulous. I had a great time. My highlight of the trip. So,
I was emotionally, it wasn't the best time, but like enjoying Oktoberfest.
Physically,
physically, it was really fun. And I had the worst hangover that night. I was like hiccuping. I fell asleep in like the hostel lobby. I vomited in the toilet. And it was. But the next day, it felt great.
Yeah, surprisingly, well, probably because our train ride was so long to get back to our hotel. We were pretty well, that's a lie. I'm not going to say sober. We were actually okay by the time we got back to our hotel. So our hangover the next day was pretty minimal. To enjoy our lovely bike ride where it started pissing down with rain. So, yeah, great time. Do it. Absolutely go to Oktoberfest. And it doesn't matter how old you are. There are like old people with grandchildren. There are like
there's families. Like
There's also young people. We met a bunch of Italians. They were having a great time. Didn't speak a lick of English or German. So we conversed over our mutual enjoyment of beers. And then met some like Swedish people. So yeah.
You don't have to name every nationality you talk to.
And then we met some German people. All right. Should we move on to our next segment?
Yeah.
Darcy?
So the next segment is, I guess Hayden hates when we say that. It's funny, I could hear him yelling at me when I'm like doing this stuff. Does that mean I have like trauma with like sibling or something?
I think you got brother trauma. Yeah. Because I can also hear him yelling it, but he's not my brother, so I guess that's a little bit different.
So blind ranking. So the blind ranking for this week is foods in Europe.
Oh, okay.
So since you've been traveling,
what a surprise!
Both of us in Europe. I've picked some foods that you're gonna have to rank.
Okay. Is it 5?
One being the best, 5 foods. 1 being the best, 5 being the worst.
All right. Let's go.
The first food is gelato.
1.
Oh, okay.
I love gelato.
There could be better stuff here.
I don't know. I'm going hard.
The second one is a
croissant.
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 Croissant. I'm gonna go croissant at 3.
Okay. Solid.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Oh, mamma mia. I loved how the Italians use mamma mia unironically. That was also one of my favorite things. I would say
they do
pizza.
The hand movement as well.
Mamma mia. This tour guide we had through the Colosseum was like telling us about Mussolini, and she was like, Mussolini, mamma mia. And I was like, my girl. Mussolini. Anyways, pizza. I'm gonna put pizza at 4.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
The next one is a doner kebab.
I'm gonna put that at number 2.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, I'm worried now.
And at number 5, we have beans on toast.
Oh, beans on toast in the bin, number 5. I hate beans. Is it baked beans? Because I hate that shit.
Yeah, the English breakfast, whatever. Well, not the full English breakfast, but they love their beans.
They do love their beans.
They love eating like they're still in World War II.
Yeah, like Spam and stuff.
Yeah, they have the most miserable food, except scones. I mean, I had this when I was in Ireland, but God, I miss scones. Having free breakfast where I was staying and getting some nice scones.
You know what? You know what food I missed while overseas? Which is going to sound really stupid because it's obviously something you can get everywhere, but like eggs. The eggs that they cooked were not like the scrambled eggs that I eat here. And I really just missed my own scrambled eggs.
Their chickens are different overseas. I bought chicken there. The meat was yellow, and I was like, "What the fuck is this like going on?" And I googled it, but apparently, like some of the chickens, because of their diet or something like that, have a yellow meat. And I was like, "This is weird."
Yeah, because when we were in Bolzano, we had a couple of nights where we cooked for ourselves, and we obviously we made pesto pasta because it was cheap, and we'd spent so much money on eating out. So yeah, the chicken was yellow too. I remember that, and we were thinking, oh, this is kind of weird, but we trusted the packaging and we didn't die. So
yeah, did you get food poisoning or anything on the trip?
No, because we didn't really eat from street vendors. That was not a. I'm not going to eat from street vendors. It was just we
you're
didn't
1%.
Really.
You're better than that.
Yeah, no, we. I mean, the euro exchange rate is just so bad that we didn't eat like any snacks while we were out. So we'd go and we'd like go to a restaurant or a cafe and have food, or we'd go to the supermarket and get like some bread and some tomatoes. I think
I was going to say supermarket food, snacks and stuff are cheap.
Yeah. So we didn't, and when we were out, the only thing we kind of bought was like a coffee and a croissant. While we were out exploring, we sort of made a conscious effort to not. We didn't snack, so I feel like the snack food is really the food that you're going to get caught out on. But also, apparently in Italy, there are higher standards for street vendors. So they like anything deep fried is like super clean oil. So yeah, and if you don't have like the license,
cleaner than Asia probably. People eat Asian street food.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been to Asia. Besides,
what?
I'm not going to say that. I've never been. I've been to Bali, but that doesn't count.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess the 1% wouldn't need to go to Asia.
Yeah. But it's on my list. I haven't been. I've been to Europe 3 times.
Well, I mean, do what I did, and like instead of doing back-to-back flights, you stop in Thailand on the way because it's basically the same stop, and the prices of the flights are similar. And I did 3 weeks on the way, but then don't do what I did on the way back. So I did 3 nights on the way back, and I currently sleep on planes. So I had 2 night planes, so I'm just getting an hour of sleep. So I'm already tired. Then I decided to do a pub crawl one of those nights. Got blind, didn't sleep much. I'm still jet lagged.
No.
And then the night I'm flying out, I've maybe slept 3 hours that night, and then the night before. Then on the plane, I sleep 1 hour. So when I got to Australia, I'd slept probably 4 hours in 48 hours. And I got in the morning, and I'm like, I have to stay awake till night to fix the jet lag.
No, Darcy.
And it was so. I got to like 6 p.m. and then I was like,
That's crazy.
I was too tired to do anything. I was like, I could clean or like do stuff, and I'm like, I'm too tired to actually do anything, so I might as well just sleep. It's just lost productivity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is fair to say that coming back from your holiday and trying to readjust to jet lag is more difficult than going on your holiday because you're coming home.
But also, if you go that way, the days are technically longer, so you just have to stay awake a bit longer. So like jet lag's like easy that way.
It is, yeah. We did a good job on the way there. So we got a 6 a.m. flight from Australia to Dubai, and we landed at like 8 o'clock Dubai time, 8 p.m. So it was night. And then it was, that's not right. We got in at like 2 o'clock Dubai time. Sorry, I'm thinking of my other flights. It all just blurs into one. And then we had like it must have been a 4 o'clock flight from Dubai to Rome, and because the time difference, we ended up landing at like 8 p.m. So by the time we got into Rome, it was like time to sleep. So we went to
you
bed.
just have a
and then
longer day, and then you just sleep. It's a lot easier.
Yeah. And as soon as you get on the flight, you put it on the time and your destination. So you sleep when they're asleep. But the way back, because it's like a shorter trip, we had like an 11 a.m. flight from Rome, which is nighttime in Australia. But because it's only 7 hours, the flight, we didn't quite get the sleep in. And then we had like a delay in Dubai. So I like got on the plane in Dubai. I was like, cool, it's 2 a.m. Australia time. I'm going to go to sleep. Everyone else was still boarding. I was sleeping. And then I woke up like 2 hours later. I was still on the tarmac. And I was like, well, did we land? Did I just sleep for 14 hours? There was some technical difficulty.
Oh, it sucks.
So we ended up taking off 2 hours late, but the plane absolutely punched it. So the pilot was like, full steam ahead, and we arrived I think it was in like 12 and a bit hours back in
I found
Sydney.
most of the long flights for me were shorter than the estimates, which is kind of nice.
Well, it also depends on like the jet streams and which way the wind's
fuck
going.
the jet streams. The pilots are fucking...
and she was a female pilot. She was a female pilot, right? And I was like, that's cool.
Crash.
No, well, hang on. Australian female pilot. And I was like, cool, that's awesome. Love that. I love that. And then she gets off the plane, hot as. And I was like, God damn it. She is the epitome of aviation.
Okay.
Anyways, I have a couple of fun facts that I would like to share with everybody.
I got a couple as well.
Hell yeah. We have a couple of fun facts. So these are the facts that I learned on my trip. And the first one is Pope Julius II was the Pope who commissioned the construction of the current St. Peter's Basilica in like the 1500s, 1506. And there was there's an area near the Colosseum called the Forum, the Roman Forum. And a lot of it is pretty much deconstructed or to lots of rubble. He actually decided to use the materials from the Forum, which is like built by the Romans, all that stuff, amazing, to actually build the basilica. So that's the reason that the Roman Forum is currently how it is and like deconstructed and all rubble, because they used all those materials to build St. Peter's Basilica.
Ruined it. That.
He genuinely did. And like archaeology and like preserving history was not a thing back in the 14th century. Like they didn't, in the 15th century, they didn't really care a lot about it. So there's only two what do you call them, the archways, like they build the arches and then it's just a freestanding arch. Anyways, there's only two of those that still remain. There's only two of those that still remain, and one of them is like in still pretty much ish pristine condition, as good as it would be for being 1,000 years old. So that's one fun fact. Darcy, would you like to share yours?
Yeah, I'll do. So mine, I guess this one's a little double one. But Ireland's population, I think it's like 5.4 million, is lower than it was before the potato famine. So they're still...
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I don't know how long ago, 100 years or something, or longer maybe.
Maybe
it hasn't recovered since then. And the double fun fact is that Ireland gets over 10 million people visiting a year. It's kind of crazy. Double your population visiting.
That's crazy. Year. Potato famine was 1845.
So 150, 60, 170.
Yeah, almost 200 years. That's crazy. So population is less in Ireland than it was in 1845. And they get double the amount of tourists visiting. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So for every one Irish person that you meet, you'll meet two tourists.
Not they're not 10 million there at the time.
Sorry. I don't know how math works.
Another little bonus one was when the English were like feeding the Irish people. They had to work to be fed. But there wasn't enough work to do. So what they got the Irish people to do was build these like rock fences up these mountains and stuff for no reason. Just so that they would work for the food. They didn't want to give them food for free.
So they made people
There's
just climb up
literally
mountains for
zero
no reason.
It's just these rock fences that go up some of the mountains.
Oh. I mean, at least it keeps
There's
the
a reason
rabbits
they
in.
didn't like each other.
That's fair. That's fair. That's a really random fact. I appreciate that one, actually. My second fact is that when you go around and you're looking at churches, you'll see a cathedral and a basilica. A basilica was not actually originally used as a church. They were used in ancient Rome as a law court or like a public assembly. So interesting. And then the Catholics came along and they were like, oh, damn, we like this hall. I'm going to take it and make it a place of worship. So I didn't know that. I didn't know that until
look as like cool as they do now?
I mean, if you look at like Roman architecture in general, it's quite ornate and like intricate. So yes, the basilicas were like very ornately designed and decorated. But a lot of the my understanding, it could be incorrect.
So this is fun facts, not fun understandings.
This is fun. Okay, but like all of the paintings inside of like Jesus and like the apostles and all of that, that was obviously added by the Catholics when they moved in.
Shit, no way.
That's crazy. Yeah, so you know what? Okay. The other thing that really did
sorry, I have to wrap this up.
Sorry, we're gonna wrap this up. But my only frustration with Europe in general, and I'm gonna say Europe in general because because I'm racist. No, is I really enjoy cold water, like cold water, icy water. That's like hard to find. And then I would constantly, once or twice, I got confused between the sparkling water and the.
I did that. I went on a hike with sparkling water. I was just burping as I'm like climbing up this mountain.
I just don't like the taste of sparkling water. Like, it's got that extra tang to it, and I don't like it.
But it's not something you can like drink a lot of. Like I had like 2 liters, but I was like it was quite a steep like mountain.
That's fair. And fizzy things aren't really good for your teeth because of the carbonic acid. So don't drink fizzy things. Carbonated drinks, which includes carbonated water, has carbonic acid, and what's an acid? It's an acid.
Non-alkaline.
It's not basic. That's what that is. Yeah, it's not good for your teeth. It like breaks down the enamel. So anyways, transphobic. I didn't run for any trains while I was away.
I think we can skip this section without it.
Yeah, we can. Well, I think that was kind of our episode for the week. It was really good to see you again, Darcy. Happy to be back. Not really. I miss Europe.
Yeah, I've just been depressed this being back.
Saturday was like Mark's 1 week since we'd been back, and I was sad for no reason. And then I came out and I said, Tom, I've got the post-holiday blues, and he said, get over it. And then I felt better. So
get over it. Now make me dinner. While he's wearing his wife beater.
No, he understood. He was like, it happens. I was like, yeah, I'm just feeling sad. Like I'm missing our holiday. So straight to planning for the next one.
And you're only there 3 months. That's barely even travel. I was 4 months. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I was 4 months. Yeah, I was there
3 weeks. Yeah, but we spent too much money. Like,
okay.
It's
Is that a fucking flex? What the fuck is that?
I was going to say we can't do more than 3 weeks because we spent too much money.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to be hostels. You got to slum it out.
I ain't budget, baby. I'm like middle ground budget.
Middle 1%.
Yeah, middle 1%. I'm like the 0.5 of the 1%. The bottom 0.5 of the 1%.
Bottom 1%. No, that means bottom 1% means you're like the poorest of the poor.
No, I didn't say bottom 1%.
Top 1%.
I'm like the bottom 0.5 of the top 1%.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, holy dooly.
Next week, I don't know what the schedule is, but next week probably, or the week after.
We'll be back next week.